Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne Lively. Welcome to A Lively Perspective, where I share my love of homeschooling and my passion for everything book related. In today's video, I'm going to share with you an Amazon homeschool haul. I have quite a mixture of things here, which is one of the things, of course, that I love about Amazon. You can find almost anything. And if you like these kind of videos and these hauls, please be sure to hit like and hit the subscribe button and the little bell to be notified when I upload more videos. If you have a look at this channel, I seem to have done a huge amount of book hauls this year. Without further ado, let's jump in. First thing I'm going to share is this famous paintings. I thought these were so cute, and these cards tell you about 30 of the world's famous paintings and the story behind the picture. I just thought they were amazing. They may be a fun addition to the homeschool. And of course, the price was so reasonable. I think it's amazing, actually, how much you get for this sort of thing. This next book I saw on an Instagram page, and I think it was Raising Up Wild Things, or Raising Up Little Wild Things. The next book I saw on a Instagram, I think it was Raising Up Wild Things. This is Grammarland, and this is Grammar and Fun for the Children of Schoolroomshire. And this is a book of fiction that introduces all the grammar topics. And apparently it's really amusing and fun to read. So, of course, I grabbed it. This book is part of a series, and this is the first book called Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss-Bertman. Book Scavenger, where life is a game and books are the token. We're doing Brave Writer this year, some of her programs for language arts this year, and I talk more about that in our curriculum video, which I'll link up above. But I got this one in particular because a couple of my homeschool friends are doing a group book study this year, and this is the first book that they've chosen, which is going to actually be really helpful because they have followed, one of the ladies for sure has followed the Brave Writer and Arrow for years, and I can't wait to see her experience with doing that. Now the next, the Field Guide to Knots, how to identify and untie over 80 essential knots for outdoor pursuits. And this is one that I saw also on an Instagram post. And I showed Vivian's dad and asked if he wanted to do that because he loves knots for some reason. I've already purchased a knot book for him and a couple other things, and he loves them. So he was absolutely adamant he wanted to do that with her this year. So that's going to be a lot of fun for them. I say that because I'm not that interested. And I also picked up the last thing we needed for our art study. This is Chalk Pastel, which I didn't even know there was such a thing. Anyway, we're doing art with Trista. If you want more information on that, check out the video where I talk about all the curriculum that I had bound this year. And this is the Writer's Toolbox. And learn how to write letters, fairy tales, scary stories, journals, poems, and reports. And we're going to use this as part of our language arts curriculum. I saw this on Jessica from the Waldock Way, her channel, and I picked it up. And I have to say, I was happily surprised. This is way better than I even anticipated. So this is really telling you in a story format. Look how colorful and engaging that is. Definitely going to catch her attention, and the way it's laid out. I love it when you can do something that helps them learn without it feeling like school. This was listed as a suggested text for one of the little curriculum things I'm doing this year. This is Me on the Map, and this is by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Kin Lang. And, you know, I've seen this around for a long time, and I could have gotten it a couple years ago for Vivian, but I thought, given what we're going to be studying this year in particular, it's definitely one that would be helpful to have on the shelf. And it seems like a lot of fun. We probably will read it more than once for sure. And also, she can read it now on her own, which adds another element of fun. So she's revisiting a lot of our picture books on her own, which I am loving that. I also picked up the Grammar and Punctuation book. This is another one by Usborne. And if you saw previous videos, you know I love these Wipe Clean by Usborne. I think they're really a fun way to do some lessons and some practicing. The next one was a big splurge for us this year, and this is The Laws Guide to Nature Drawing and Journaling, written and illustrated by John Mayer Laws. I initially checked out his bird book on how to draw birds from the library and absolutely loved it. Now, I have to say, I thought it was going to be all that along with a guide to journaling, and it's amazing. Like, I have no complaints about this book. I'm so grateful. It's one of those ones every time I look at it, I'm so grateful we have it for our shelves, and that I know we will use for years now, or potentially could use. Since I purchased this, I realized I still really wanted the one with the birds. I wanted to start off with drawing birds this year because that has been such an entry point since we did the Burgess Book of Birds in our home to nature study at all. Anyway, I ordered the next one. You'll see that probably in an upcoming haul, but definitely you'll see it in the upcoming school year when I'm sharing the things that we're working on. This book I thought was absolutely gorgeous. A Year of Nature Poems by Joseph Kellogg, Kelly Louise Judd. Now, I will say, since I did get this, I think this is more for adults than it is for children. It isn't that she's going to dislike it. I just find the author talks a lot about memory and when he was a kid, that sort of thing. It's gorgeous. Look. It's definitely going into the pile that we're going to read at the first of each month. So I'm really happy to have it, and I'll let you know what Vivian thinks of it later. All right, the next two books fall under that umbrella of, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that I have these in our home. I'm so grateful we had the opportunity to add them to our resources for our library homeschool shelves because I love them. You'll probably have seen them on YouTube before for other homeschoolers. They're really popular for a reason. And this is The Lonely Planet Kids, The Cities book. And we checked this out of the library and I absolutely loved it. And it is definitely going into our World Studies book for references this year. Yeah. Okay, so happy. The next one is the other Lonely Planet one, and this is To Travel the World. This isn't specific to cities, this is specific to countries. I think this is an amazing book, and I know we're going to get a lot of use out of it over the next couple of years. As mentioned previously, I'm introducing timelines to Vivian this year. I thought this was really cool, the Big History Timeline Wall Book, and this is a 6-foot timeline. So I'm going to open this, but you're never going to see it all in this video. But look, ooh! Okay, yeah, it just fell out. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. But there's a lot of information here. But this is the part I thought was so exciting. So I'm not, oh goodness. Okay, it's under my table. Oh, there it goes. I'm not sure how we're going to add this into our homeschool. Oh no, I ripped it. Okay, there's a note. Be very careful when you're doing that because I did rip it. Anyway, it's really huge, so this is not one for the videos. Oh, I feel, okay. Well, that's a shame. Oh well, go with the flow. Here's the end of it. Oh, it's falling again. Okay, I'm done. Okay, this is not one for this type of video. When I get it up on the wall, I'll make sure to show it in one of our upcoming vlogs over the next few months. All right, these next two books are our graphic novels, and they're not necessarily to do with homeschooling, but I did buy them off Amazon. I'm going to throw them in here. These were pre-orders, and we had the first one of this, which was absolutely gorgeous. If you look up Lorena Alvarez, her first book, yeah, it was beautiful. This one is Hickety, A Night's Light Story. The artwork, I don't even know how to, could I say stunning one more time? Like, look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous. And a lot of the artwork tells the story along with the writing for sure, but I'm not even sure if there was writing in the first one. I know the first one scared my daughter, so we haven't looked at it since. She found it a little bit too scary. Now fast forward a year, she's probably totally okay with it. I'll revisit that, but I want to show you because definitely have a look at this on Amazon. If you get a chance, they're stunning. Really, they really are gorgeous. Now, the next one was also a pre-order. I have the first one. This is by Joe Todd Stanton. And these are the Flying Eye books. That's the publisher, and I really love a lot of their books. If you like illustrated novels, or graphic novels, definitely check them out. I have a few now that I love. Maybe that's a video in and of itself. And this one is, like I said, the second one. It's called Mary and the Riddle of the Sphinx. When Mary's adventurer father disappears in Egypt, she reluctantly sets off in his footsteps. And can she overcome her deepest fear and save him? So join Marcy as she solves puzzles. I'll show you this. As she solves puzzles and meets ancient gods of Egypt in this exciting book in the Brownstones Mythical Collection series. And I just realized as we're reading this that I'm actually doing ancient Egypt studies this year in our history. We're doing the story of the world. So this will fit in really nicely. What a wonderful surprise. All right, thanks for joining me. If you saw anything you liked, please be sure to hit like below. And if you see anything you're particularly interested in, please leave it in the comments below. It encourages me to keep making these videos, and I will see you soon with another video.